Okay, there we go. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Chem 103. It's going to be a great semester. I'm excited to have you. So I thought I would just show you around a little bit around Blackboard and the syllabus and just some of the basics of the class. I will do streams, future streams that will give you some more details about things like labs and discussions and how we're going to do these various things. I just thought I'd keep this one to just the basics. So here's Blackboard. Hopefully you can see it behind me here. And I want to show you a little bit about what what we're going to be doing this semester. So first place to go is to check out the syllabus right here in Blackboard. You can see that here. So our class is a lecture and lab course is what they call it. There's not going to be a whole lot of lecture, but it is a blended course this semester. So that means that most of your coursework, what we would call a lecture, although it's not really going to be that, is done online through Blackboard, through completing assignments and things like that. But labs are in person, so you will need to come to campus on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock in room Z347 to complete your lab work. Now, because of social distancing, we are only doing half the class at a time. So if you are in section 1, B01, your first lab is August 26th, and then every other week you'll come to do the next lab. If you're in section B02, you don't come at all this coming week. Your first lab is, I don't actually know what the date is, September 2 would be your first lab. So, and then you'll do every other week from there also. I don't know if that was clear in the course schedule, so you'll be coming every other week to campus to complete the labs between 4 and 6:45. Our lab is Z347, which is up on the 3rd floor of Z Avante, that big building with the glass that faces Algonquin Road. The actual room 347 is not facing the parking lot out there. It's in the back of that building. So if you go up to the 3rd floor and just follow the hallway around past the bathrooms, and you'll see Z347, and that's where we'll be doing our labs. 347, 349, they're attached actually. So I will see you there half at a time these upcoming Wednesdays. All right. Contacting me. So the first thing that I would like you to do if you're watching this as you get into Blackboard is please sign up for a Discord server for our course. There's a link right here in Blackboard, right under the syllabus, that you can use to sign up for that. That may be an app that you use already. It's a good app for discussing things and keeping conversations going. And you can send me messages directly through that. We can have quick video or audio conferences on there if you need some help or you want me to look at something or some of your work. So that can be really helpful, and it's just a lot more immediate way. It's a lot quicker to talk and to get information back and forth than email or Blackboard discussion boards or things like that. So we're going to use that for our course discussions and our general communication. So please sign up for that as soon as you can. You can use an app on a smartphone or a computer. You can also just use it directly from any browser. So even if you're just on some old computer or a public computer or a family computer where you don't have access to install anything, you can just go to the website and still access those discussions through there. I'll also be streaming on YouTube. I'll let you know when that's happening so you can join in if you want. You can be on Discord during that, and I can see if you have questions that way and respond to you directly. I'm not planning any regular live classes because I know everybody's schedules are busy and we're already meeting for labs. But if having that kind of live interaction with me is something that you want, I am totally great with that. So we just need to find times that work, and that can be an office hour type situation. That can be something where a bunch of people show up at the same time and we use WebEx or Collaborate or just YouTube or Discord, whatever. We'll find a tool that works. But we can do that, but there's no expectation other than lab that you need to be online at particular times. Okay. Other things you should know from the syllabus. So first off, this is a course for non-science majors. This is not a prerequisite to any other course. So if you know that you're going to be taking general chemistry or organic chemistry or something like that in the future for your degree program or whatever it is that you're doing, this is probably not the right course for you. This course fulfills the general education lab requirements, but does not lead to any other chemistry courses. Now, because of that, I really like this class. I think it's really fun because we don't have those requirements to like hit specific bits of chemical knowledge. We can talk about whatever is interesting to us. So if you take a look at the schedule down at the end of the syllabus, oh, there it is, you see that the course is organized into 2-week modules because of our 2-week lab schedule. And the topics are kind of all over the place. We'll start with some of the basics just so we can speak the same language. Things like what are atoms, elements, bonds, compounds, polarity, structures, drawing things. We'll start with those basics, but then we'll get into the applications of those things like nutrition and macronutrients and greenhouse gases, climate change, research papers, reading scientific research, just increasing our scientific literacy in general. There's a lot of reading and writing in this class and discussing, not a lot of exams and quizzes. So it's very different from a traditional chemistry class in that way. So on the syllabus, you can find what we're going to be doing for that 2-week module, what the in-person lab is going to be, which you'll find on Blackboard, and then I'll give you more information about that later. And then what you're doing when you're not scheduled to come to lab that week. So like next week, group 1, section 1 is coming to lab, section 2 is not coming to lab. So section 2 will be working on the at-home experiment proposal, where you propose a chemistry experiment to do at home, or if you're not comfortable with that, something that you watch or simulate on a computer, and you'll be writing about that. And again, I'll do another video where I explain that whole process. And then all of your assignments are listed here along with their due dates. Most of the time, assignments will be due at the end of the module. There are some basic things that will need to be done a little bit earlier, just because like a pre-lab has to be done before lab, things like that. And we'll talk more about that with the lab. But all the assignments will be due at the end of generally at the end of the module. Now that said, you really can't be putting this off until the weekend they're due. There's just too much to do. There's reading, there's discussing, there's writing, there's working through chemical stuff that you may need help with. You may need to contact me. We may need to talk about it. So really you need to think about... Okay, I think I'm back. So I don't know how much you all missed. But let's talk about what you need. Am I back? Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah, so you need a lab notebook for lab. That's all you need. There's no textbook. There's no online homework system. There's nothing else that you need for this class. Any lab notebook is fine, any notebook, but it works best if it is bound, meaning the pages don't come out, so that you can, because you're constantly flipping back and forth and you don't want to be ripping pages out. And also it should be pretty easily replaceable, because if you spill stuff in lab, that kind of thing. So something like a composition book works really well. Those bound ones. I don't have one here, but I'll get one. I'll show you one. So that's all you need to buy. Everything else is on Blackboard. So you do need access to the internet. We talked about Discord and stuff like that. If you want a textbook for reference, I've recommended a couple here. You may find that useful, but it's not required. Okay, grading. This kind of got split over these pages here, but your primary grade in this class is based on the things that you do. So that means the labs, the discussions, the activities, the projects. You'll notice that that we will have some quizzes, which are traditional kind of quizzes, but it's really only worth 15% of your grade. There are no exams in this class. That's actually new this semester. We used to just do a couple exams, but because of the blended format and the way that we did the exams anyway, I didn't think it was necessary to assess your learning, and I wanted you to focus more on some of the other stuff. So yes, that is very different from other chemistry classes that you've had, but that's the nature of this class as a non-majors chemistry class. I don't think that I need to, really test you rigorously on various details of chemistry. All right. So go ahead and read through this. Let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe to the Discord server so that we can start discussing this. Send me some emails if anything comes up. And I will start putting more streams on, probably about one a day, talking about different aspects of the course and trying to help you through that first module. So I'm excited to start and looking forward to meeting you all, hopefully in person, in the next couple of weeks. So thanks, everybody. Bye.